important each and every one of us work together. And it starts with me as mayor. You know, it's a part-time job, and I use that as an out a lot of time. I tell people it's only part-time, so you know, don't expect a lot. But you know, that's not the nature of it. The nature of it is the energy and the flow of ideas and the skills that I have to develop as a manager to delegate, to put the right people in the right time, and to follow through. You know, our planning department has been very efficient in doing a lot of things. Our whole northeast side, the old property on 119th and Vincennes, we've been able to secure so much funding to clean up that site. Now it's a matter of finding the companies to come in. Take the back part of it, do some industrial, do some jobs, generate activities. You know, I've got a group coming in next week to make a proposal to City Council to do vertical farming on 25 acres. The vertical farming is basically they take and they grow plants on a windmill system. They use organic food or organic compost. It's all organic, and it's so lettuce, tomatoes. You know, we're trying to do some other things with it. We're even trying to develop a tilapia farm to go along with it, so they can take effluents from the tilapia and use that as fertilizer. These are all ideas that are coming to fruition right now. Part of the thing they're going to use some wind, solar panels to heat and operate their facility. They're going to use some wind turbines to generate some tax credits for themselves. The idea is we have to go to these new areas to do different things. And it's important that each and every one of us realize that there is no idea that doesn't warrant looking at. Because whatever comes out, we're in a changing market. What was done in the past may have been well, it's not going to last for the future. And unless we reach out to each other, and I like to say this other thing, the best thing about Blue Island is the people. The idea that it's so diverse and you can find whatever you want here. The opportunities present themselves. Sometimes we don't see them. Sometimes we look past them. We have to reach out and find them. You know, we're stretching, we're doing some road projects on the north side. We just finished Ann Street from 123rd to 119th. We're starting Maple from 119th going south to 123rd. We're going to do Union Street. We've got a bunch of other street projects we're going to try to do. 127th in Sacramento here. We're going to put a turning lane in by the high school to facilitate that. You know, here's a point that most people don't realize. 7 years ago at Eisenhower High School, right down the street here, there was 1,200 kids in there. They're now a little over 2,000, or right around 2,000 kids. The grade school district is, every building is occupied. There's 6 kindergarten classes. So what you're saying, you're seeing is there's a future here. There's a youth, there's a senior. We have to blend all those together. Salvation Army is doing part of that. They're bringing our seniors coming, I think they come every day for lunch. Every day. What's it cost?
It's $2 if they're over 60, and it's free if they're over 90.
Rudis, we just made it. We can get it for $2 now. We just turned 60.
But we're also open to the general public as well for $5.
These are opportunities that we have to get out to the public, because there's things right here in the community that can benefit. You know, I see Tony back there from Blue Cap. And Blue Cap's very special to me because my family would not have survived without Blue Cap. Blue Cap offers services for families that have handicapped children. Where else in a family community can you find that? You can, if you have, for handicapped families, this is the most important part of their life. This community makes that family part of it. And those are the type of spirits and environments that are in our community that we have to build on. You know, Mary Paulson's here, and we're embarking on the Riverwalk. We haven't given up on that. I'm doing all the things to develop a Riverwalk, basically from Lamont all the way to Calumet City. And we're the center part of that. And we can make that. We can take that waterway that when I was growing up you could walk across, that now has become a vital point of our community. With the aeration station, the cleaning, the fishing that's going on there, the boating that's going on there, the ideas that are there for the future. We have to capitalize on that. There's opportunities here to bring people in. You know, our goal is that as we change this TOD area about the train station, we'd like to take the old Rock Island station, add a small children's museum on the end, put an old rail car down there, tie it in so it becomes a historic point for rail activity, because the Rock Island main yard was here. The historic benefits of the CalSag Channel. We could bring people by train in here to do a day's walking and touring of that, and hopefully walk uptown and shop. You know, tying in with Metro South about trying to facilitate their doctors being able to live near the hospital, or patients, or whatever we can do to expand the services to bring new businesses here. This is all what we have to reach out to the medical profession, the IT profession, entrepreneurship, small businesses. This is what we are. The days of having a Navistar factory come in and employ 300 or 400 people are gone. We can't survive that, but we can survive with those small companies that employ 15 or 20 people. You know, I see Acme Refining here. Acme Refining reaching out to do e-waste, hot handling, wood chipping, to do everything to recycle our materials. Our society had become a throwaway society. We got used to throwing everything away. It would be put in a truck, driven to the landfill, and we'd never see it, and we were happy. Well, now the landfills are 100 miles away. Now you're getting a fuel cost to take it away. Now you can't find a landfill that'll take it. So what do? We have to change that into a fuel source for other sources of what we can do and jobs that we can create with it. Whether it's solar technology, wind technology, the anaerobic digestive systems that turn bacteria, take your municipal solid waste and create a methane gas, which becomes biodiesel, which creates a fuel source. There's just tremendous opportunities here, but we have to reach out for them. And we have to have a little willingness to bite the bullet and step to the future. You know, when we talk, I think there's a group from CMAP here too, and they're the planners for the future. And we're here to tell you the island is the place to be. If you want anything, it's right here. This is the microcosm. This is the point where you could set up a model for the entire country. Urban America, solving their problems locally, dealing with the situation, creating a better environment for people to live and work within a 3 to 5 mile radius, having mass transportation, which we already have, rail, bus, and access to the expressways. It's all here. And the people are great. The people are great. This is what we're going to be about in the future. We're also starting a healthy initiative for kids. We're trying to work a program with our local corner stores to get vegetables out to the stores, to create an environment where we get kids to eat healthy. You know, I've talked to Metro South about a wound care center we'd like to have here because we see in the future the premise of diabetes, we see the premise of heart conditions and stuff. Wound care is going to be a major source, and that's a major thing that we have to deal with, especially for our population. A couple things I'll give you. The bridge status. I don't know how many of you know about our 2 bridges that we own out over the CalSag. There was an article in Roads and Bridges yesterday. 27% of the bridges throughout the country are deficient. And that's throughout the country. So we're not the only ones with problems with the bridges. Our problem is that we took the bridges in 1960. They were given to us, and now we have to pay for them. Now, to fix one bridge, it's going to cost us $7.2 million. To tear one down, excuse me, it's going to cost us $3.6 million. Now, you know, thinking out of the box, we're going to go to the movie industry and ask them if they want to blow up one bridge and fix the other one. Hopefully, we're going to, you know, have it on TV, but we're going to have a solid bridge when we get done. You know, one of the other things, I met with a gentleman yesterday who, he's out of Chicago, and he does some of the theater groups up on the old Lyric Theater. I call it the Lyric Theater, because that's how old I am. So many of us, right, Jeannie?
Yep.
Yeah, remember that. But his whole program is about doing plays, and he believes he can turn that into a nice theater facility for actually stage productions on plays, which would bring about 200 to 250 people every night, Friday, Saturday, and possibly Sunday afternoon, to our downtown business district. That is a potential that we have to nurture. That is an idea of how do we get the arts to become part of it. How do we get our children involved in arts? Because too often our kids are sitting at home playing with the video games. Too often they're sitting at home doing something they shouldn't be doing. We need to get them involved in things. He would like to turn the front 2 parts of that into music studios. The scooter store, we were talking before. She's happy with the price of gas because they're now selling scooters. If you want to see the island, you got to rent a little scooter and do it. And we will become the European capital. We'll be like little Europe with the little scooters running all over. And it'll be right up and down Western in our neighborhoods and doing all that. We can become, we'll really get the movie theaters to come in, or the movie producers, because we'll have it all right here.